Your whole crew is history.
Welcome to Fanboy and a Snob. I'm Chad. And that's Chris. And today we watched Crank.
We watched Crank. Why did we watch Crank?
Well, first let's get the elephant out of the room.
Oh yeah,
I have COVID, which is why Chris is not here.
Chris doesn't care about COVID and thinks it's fake, but Chad won't let him over.
Hey, I wanted to die a couple days ago.
Oh, you got allergies.
I had a high fever.
Oh,
I was dying.
no way, dude. And you're dead now, right?
Kinda. But why did we watch Crank?
Well, because we watched Smokin' Aces, and I kept saying, like, this was my Crank before Crank existed. And then we went on YouTube to, like, find a free movie to watch, and like, it turns out the reason they're free is because they're terrible.
And the only movies worth watching, we kind of want to watch together.
Yeah, we would rather watch Dirty Work in the same room or like SEAL.
Hey.
What is this
I'm not watching that movie.
special sniper SEAL or whatever?
Special Forces SEAL Ops or something.
Yeah.
It's got Steven Seagal. I don't want it.
And Life on the Line. I want to watch Life on the Line really bad. I might watch it tonight by myself. That movie looks so fucking bad. John Travolta. So there you go. But so we're looking through YouTube movies, getting pissed off, getting fucking pissed off, like legit. We were pissed off.
Well, we wasted 45 minutes looking for a movie when Crank was right ahead of us.
And then I was like, I'm gonna just jump on Amazon Prime and see what's free. And the first thing I saw was Crank, and I was like, fuck, yes.
We're doing it.
And then we watched Crank, and it kind of really put in perspective how shitty fucking Smokin' Aces is.
Yeah.
This movie, I was smiling and laughing and cheering the entire time.
Now, which one came out first? Do you know?
Oh, you would have to go by the month, and I don't know it off the top of my head. They both came out in 2006. However, the Google Maps. Remember what I said? Google Maps.
2016.
It had the two. Wait, that came out.
2006.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Both came out in 2006.
Yeah.
But during the Google Maps scene with Crank, it said 2005 because it was still
one of them
copyrighted.
said 2006.
Oh yeah, and then the next one. I was trying to say that Crank that they started filming. I feel like they started filming Crank. Word got out, and all the other studios were like, "Oh shit, we got to do something similar." Because you know how like a monster, like think about the slasher flicks. They all came out around the same time, and they're all basically the same movie with just a different slasher. It's because studios got word. They do that all the time. Like Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy came out at the same time as another spy movie, and I remember one's name, not the other.
The best shitty example is everybody has to have a multiverse bullshit now.
Yeah, everybody's doing the multiverse, which I used to like the multiverse. I used to think it was a really cool concept, but then
I'm tired of it.
normies ruined it for me.
Yeah, it's really annoying now.
You know what I was thinking about while I was urinating after the film?
Huh.
Is how the only two people who we recognized in Crank are Amy Smart and Jason Statham, but in Smokin' Aces, we recognized fucking everybody. Ben Affleck, Ryan Reynolds, Chris Pine. But it's like Crank's the better movie.
Well, that just shows that money can't solve everything.
Yeah, money or creative filmmaking beats budget every single time.
Yeah. It had Pablo. Was that his name? Pablo from
Vote for Pedro.
Dynamite? Pedro?
Yeah, racist.
His character was great.
Yeah, he was like a trans. He was friends with.
He's just a gay dude.
He was friends with Statham. No, he was trans. He fucking painted his nails. He wore dresses and he danced at bars. Trans, or what do they call him? Drag queen. He was a drag queen.
Yeah.
Why he was friends with Chelios is confusing.
It's his inside guy. It's his information guy.
Man on the street.
Yeah.
And then he gets hung.
Yeah, that was brutal.
I forgot about that part.
I knew he died. I just forgot he died like that.
Yeah, I forgot he got murdered. I thought he died helping Chelios fight. I didn't know he died.
Yeah.
Getting hung. That sucks.
That was a brutal scene.
This movie was so much fun.
All right, so basically the movie is Jason Statham's character gets injected with a needle of this Chinese fucking crazy shit.
Synthetic Chinese shit. That's what everyone calls it.
Basically, what's it? Slow down his heart, make his adrenaline
It
not be able to.
it attaches to your blood cells and then makes your heart stop. And the only way to beat it is with adrenaline, I guess.
Yeah, you got to
And
create
you figure
adrenaline.
this all out in the first 5 minutes of the movie. The villain tells you, I poisoned you, and then he gets in his car and slams on the gas and he starts being able to like function again. So they're like, there, that's the plot. Watch this man try and keep spiking his adrenaline.
And the main reason is because he killed like what the
Some
head
Asian.
Chinese mobster guy.
Yeah, the guy in the boss in Hong Kong or something like that. And he works for like a cartel that operates out of LA. Carlito. Right? That's the name of his boss. Can I say Amy Smart is the perfect girlfriend in this movie?
uh, at the end, she was really annoying at first.
No, I loved it at the beginning. I see exactly why he fell for her because she was doing a jig. She got excited when she got two matching pieces on a jigsaw puzzle. That's a wholesome, genuine human being who thinks the world is a good place.
Yeah. And she finds out her boyfriend's a fucking hired
Assassin. The problem is, by fucking her in public, he ruins sex for her. She will never have normal sex again.
Maybe.
No, because once you have the public orgasm, there's no going back.
Trust
me.
Over there in the car, and she's like, "What do you think? I want you to fall asleep?" As
Yeah. Like you always do.
Up. So, how'd you like the way they filmed this movie?
I think it was filmed perfectly. I think it filmed exactly how this kind of movie should be.
Do you think they had any tripods in this movie? I think it was all like,
Oh, for sure. This. Did you ever watch?
well, there's the scenes where it shows like stuff going by and everything.
Yeah, there's a lot of tripod. It's the best mix. What did I say? It felt like guerrilla filmmaking, where it was like I wasn't sure if he was allowed to be filming in that gas station with the way some of those shots were filmed. And it's like, that's cool. I like that. Or when the shootout in the factory starts and he looks out the window the first time, you see a person sprinting, but they weren't running like you would in a movie. They were legit running away as fast as they could. And I'm gonna pretend that was just a normal person that like heard gunshots and was like, "Book this," and just got the hell out of there. I like the way he used projectors.
Yeah,
You know,
randomly he'd be talking on the phone with somebody, and randomly he'd be walking by a wall, and you'd see that person talking on the phone projected onto the wall
with like a projector, like with a bulb and everything,
or in like the mirror of the car.
Yes, I was gonna bring that up when he was in
that was so cool.
The mirror.
This is the first time I noticed that too. I've never noticed it before.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed it too. I feel like I noticed it before, but it also felt like I noticed it for the first time because I haven't seen this movie since I was like 16.
Yeah. The way he filmed it was crazy because all the comm scenes, that's when it was like steady cam, like being able to get on the tripod going around.
When he takes the fucking epinephrine and just sprints to punk.
Yeah.
Like
the soundtrack in this movie was great for what
rad. There was not a single song where I was like, fuck this.
See, you watch this and it starts out with the Refused, and I'm like, fuck yes, I love this song.
And I went,
this song.
But then it gets better.
No, that song's great. I love it.
I like whenever he goes to his girlfriend, the music gets like lovey-dovey kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the music in this movie was perfect. The calm songs were nice. It fit the scenes perfectly. Then when the chaos started happening, the tempo just
like it was always like speed metal or like really fast punk or something. That end song, the one that they wrote for themselves in the helicopter, like it was basic as shit, but I was like, this is exactly what should be playing right now. Dude choking another dude midair. Like,
I miss movies where they had like fun with the music and stuff like that.
What's his name tried to do it? What's his name tried to do it with Baby Driver? Edgar Wright.
Yeah, Baby Driver wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, and the music it didn't hit like Crank.
A lot of people say it's their favorite Edgar Wright movie, but I think it's my least favorite.
I'll put it up there with my favorites. Shaun of the Dead's really good.
Well, it's competing with Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead, yeah.
And you have, I like the hell's the one with the aliens?
End of the World's End or whatever.
Well, then that was a great movie. I don't care what he says.
Did you know?
Definitely.
Did you know that was a script that was being workshopped by the whitest kids you know? Someone in Hollywood read their script and wrote The World's End. It's basically one for one, but it's the whitest kids you know instead of Simon Pegg and his friends.
Mm.
And they went to court about it, but there was just enough changes that it was considered a different movie.
Did Edgar Wright know?
Who knows?
I like Edgar Wright. I think he's one of my favorite directors.
Yeah, he's up there.
He doesn't poop out movies, so he tries
Yeah.
to keep it.
Well, any director. I really like this director, and when you reminded me that he made the second fucking,
Ghost Rider.
I got so upset because I was like, oh, I remember being excited and then remember being really, really disappointed.
Oh, when I heard he was directing that movie, like I'm like, all right, the first movie sucked, but
The
they're
sec-
the good
it's him.
director
It's him.
now. They got it, but no.
Dude, it's just like hearing Sam Raimi's directing a Marvel film. You're like, oh, Sam Raimi's amazing. This will be awesome. And then you watch it and you're like, ah.
I love the new Doctor Strange.
You also love the new Spider-Man and the new Avengers movie and the other Avengers movie and the other Avengers movie and the Thor movie and the Cat. Do you see what I'm
I
saying?
don't like Thor 1 and 2.
Maybe you just love Disney products because they're basic.
So how perfect was Jason Statham in this movie?
This is probably his best role ever. Hands down, perfect.
This, I think, was the peak of Jason Statham when
Just
I was a kid.
His insults were amazing. This was peak fucking banter.
Like cunt written on my forehead.
Not even the cunt scene. I noticed some other things when he called Vamos or Vamos the first time. He called him a mutt. And it's like, whoa, that's actually cuts deep coming out of your mouth.
What was it? He's like, you haven't been tight since you were 13 when your brother fucked you.
You haven't been tight since your brother fucked you when you were 13. Like,
what the fuck? That's a great line.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe you haven't seen Crank 2. I'm so excited to watch that.
See, the problem is I saw Crank 1 and he dies at the end. I don't care what you say.
No,
and then I was like,
the second movie perfectly picks it up right from.
Well, it picks it. I know that for a fact that it picks it. I've watched the first 5 minutes on YouTube. I know it picks up right from him laying in the street, but still, I don't like that. I thought it was cool that he calls his girlfriend, she doesn't answer, and he goes, "All right," and just accepts death. Because remember, they do throughout this movie, they show you imagery of elderly people and children. The whole time, Telios is thinking about his life and death and everything. Yeah. So there is a little art to this stupid shoot 'em up flick. Oh, we got to do shoot 'em up next. Watch the trifecta.
I'll watch shoot 'em up after.
All three of these movies came out at the same time.
Oh, shoot 'em up's great. Fucking Carrot.
And he keeps the dead hooker in the limo with him because she's got nice tits. I like Paul Giamatti and Clive Owen. I'll watch that.
All right, back to Crank.
Mall scene. I forgot about him driving through the mall.
The best part about the mall scene is he's running away from the cops, talking to the doctor on the phone, and all of a sudden he out of nowhere you just have a point of view of him driving the car, like what was it, like face forward on him or side, and all of a sudden he just crashes into a door. And the doctor's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Driving through the mall." Like he just says it like it was nothing.
Yeah, driving through the mall. Police chasing me. Doctor's like, "Okay, good. Keep your adrenaline up."
So he's like crashing through everything. Then he like tips over into the escalator. The escalator starts pulling the car up.
And he hops out and runs away. Now, nowadays, the cops would just be like, okay, you need to die, and just shoot him dead the second he popped out.
I almost wish the car could have got up to the top and it just tips over and he takes off again.
Yeah. And the music stops and it's elevator music, and then it tips up. But do you notice when the car got there in the first place, that was the only time I saw really bad CGI.
Yeah, the only bad CGI in this movie was that and when they were falling from the sky. But you forgive the falling from the sky because he's like tripping balls from like dying.
But also, dude, you can't really film him, you know?
If you're Tom Cruise, you can.
They filmed the helicopter, him hanging out of the helicopter looked fucking real.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about Jason Statham. I think he actually can drive because he makes fun of a lot of the actors being like, you do all
no, I know Jason Statham drives.
Yeah, because he did the Italian Job, what's that one? It was like Transporter. He's in the Fast and the Furious movies.
He was in it was a remake of a Charles Bronson flick.
Oh yeah.
Where he's a hitman. That movie sucked.
Parker or something?
Yeah, something like that. That movie sucked.
Yeah, his later movies aren't the greatest.
I still haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw's great. Even if
Like
you don't like
dumb.
Fast and the Furious, it's good.
It's
Him,
dumb though, right?
it's so stupid. But him and The
Dumber than
Rock,
this.
par, on
You know
par.
what's crazy about Crank is the dumbest part of this is the plot device, the MacGuffin, him having to keep his adrenaline up. But the rest of the science in the movie makes sense. Like when he's riding the motorcycle and he stands on top of it, crashes. Like, yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like fucking the way guns worked in this movie was realistic. There was no like over the top gun bullshit.
The blood sprays were awesome in this movie.
Uh, there was a
The mist
towards the
effects and everything.
did you notice towards the end it was a lot of CGI blood though?
Well, that was the big shootout.
Yeah, the big shootout was all CGI blood.
Yeah.
The one where he kills the brother, the cool braid brother, that was real blood.
Yeah.
Or not real blood, but that was a squib. That was really good.
Yeah. Even when he was running with his buddy's body and the body was getting shot, you have the blood
Yeah,
spraying everywhere.
that was a real
awesome.
squib.
That must have been a
But,
fun scene in the fucking film.
but then it cuts to him shooting a guy, and it's a CGI bullet hole with CGI blood coming out the back, and it's like
Yeah.
low budget film. I get it. You cut corners where you can.
Yeah.
I liked the scene where he's trying to get the girlfriend out of the apartment, and she's just being
He's
a
being so
fucking
nice
moron.
to her about it. And he has
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
one instant where he snaps like, that was really uncalled for.
And he's like, "You're right." And then, but again, I go back to the CGI when they're pulling away in that Volkswagen Geo or whatever, and they're shooting it, like no windows break,
I was thinking that
except
there
for
was,
the one.
damn, he's getting wicked lucky.
Yeah, no windows break. The car doesn't get dented or dinged up. No flat tires. You just see the ping, 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 like the CGI sparks.
I love when he's talking to the doctor on the phone while he's sprinting after he takes like the whole.
Oh yeah, he
vial
does
of
the
stuff.
entire. You did the whole thing, didn't you? Affirmative. Is your heart on? Is your chest on fire? Check.
He's
Raging
like,
heart
"Do you have a
on.
raging steel heart on?"
Let me check.
Check.
Yeah.
Then he just
And
goes
then
and robs him.
he has a boner for like the next half of the movie.
And he robs a police officer's motorcycle with a boner where he just fucks with him with the gun. Then he throws the gun, gets on the bike, and just takes off. And that stuntman, that was a nice
Who
scene.
held on?
Yeah,
When he went down to his knees, that's where I was like, oh shit, you're in trouble.
the stuntman basically, who played the
Grabs
cop,
onto the
grabs
back
onto
of the
of the bike.
We've all seen it. And they do 360s while holding on the back, but then the stuntman falls to his knees, and it's like you're getting dragged by your knees on pavement.
Right when you saw the fall, he like tucked his arm and tried to do the thing.
Yeah. Try to fix it.
But
But it's still like you just ripped all the skin off your knees, bro.
Yeah.
But it looked good. The stuntman in this
that
movie,
was good. The action in this movie was great. I miss these movies, man.
dude. Dennis
2000s
Reynolds
had like great action movies with cheese like this.
Well, that was actually a thought I had while we were watching it. I was like, remember when people gave a shit about making movies?
Yeah.
Like if Northmen or Norsemen came out in 2006, we'd be like, that was fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Like it fits that vibe. It wasn't
It wasn't bad. It was just okay.
it was advertised as a nonstop fucking psycho. Yeah, but instead it was more of like a spy movie.
See, I'm feeling robbed with Northman like people felt robbed with Drive. You know what I mean?
I liked Drive.
I love
didn't-
Drive too, but people who saw the trailers of Drive thought it was going to be like a Fast and the Furious movie where
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it was bad advertising. Just like that Last Night in Soho was bad advertising,
it was,
but we wound up liking it.
yeah, it was still good though.
Yeah.
But this movie, man, if you've never seen Crank, you need to watch it
You
now.
need
It's
to
free on
watch it.
Amazon. Everybody has Amazon.
Hey, check this out. Red Letter Media likes it.
It
Woo! Start a
That's-
feud with
gets the fanboy and the snob approval.
100%. One of
Fuck Red Letter Media.
dude, this whole movie, we were laughing and going, "Oh, dude!"
This is
Like,
definitely a movie where you gotta sit with your bud and have a big smile on your face the whole time.
yeah, dude, my cheeks hurt from smiling watching this. I keep running the scenes back when he cuts the brother's hand off. That was fucking awesome, wasn't it?
The best part about seeing this movie before is watching it like years later. You remember every scene that's going to be coming up, so you just get anticipated and get hyped. And then
Yeah,
what happens, you're like, it's still good.
yeah. You get the like the hospital scene. I knew that like the back. I knew every beat. I knew every well, not every line, but I knew exactly what was going to happen every single time. And I was just sitting there like, yes, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And it had Dennis.
Dennis Reynolds. I like what Dennis turns to him when he goes, I can't find the epinephrine. All right, I'm fucking trying. Like,
All the people that's always like, you're an asshole.
or yeah, the old guy, asshole. I told you. And he points the gun at the old guy. My cart.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I like how the doctor's like, this is a hospital, and he goes, I'm dying, and points the gun at him. The doctor's like, okay.
But yeah, the soundtrack to this movie's great. The cinematography in this movie's great. Every way they move the camera fits the way the scene goes perfectly.
Yeah. There was only like 2 egregious bad CGI scenes.
Which it's forgivable in this type of movie.
Because every other scene is rad as fuck. Dude, we're forgetting our second favorite character. The black biker gang.
Oh, they were awesome.
The lead black biker, I think his name's Orlando. The character name was Orlando.
Yeah.
Whoever played Orlando, you fucking killed it. You were 100% believable. You had great screen presence and charisma. That was amazing. Him and Statham going back and forth was perfect. Where he's like, Chelios has a question. So how about we discuss it like civilized adults? And everyone's like, okay. And they all put their guns down.
Then he basically gets cocaine from him, and he breaks the bag open on the bathroom floor and just starts
Fucking does lines off the floor.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. So he goes, this is some weak shit, but I know what I need to do. And Orlando's like,
motherfucker.
I gotta kick some black fucking ass. And he just headbutts a dude. And then it cuts to him being thrown out of the fucking bar. And he's got a pool cue. And he's like, come on. It's so awesome.
Any way to keep the adrenaline up.
Oh, it was such a good. Oh, when he throws the cabbie out. Al Qaeda, and the old women.
Oh, an old lady like, breaks the dude's arm and everything.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Then the Haitian guy gives him like this weird like
That Haitian shit.
Oh, which I don't even know what it did. It seemed to like focus him.
Yeah, it was probably just straight up meth.
Yeah. But yeah, if you haven't seen Crank, it's free. Watch it.
It's free on Amazon.
Then watch Crank 2 after. Look forward to watch Crank 2 review.
And then watch Shoot 'Em Up and Smokin' Aces, and you pick your favorite.
Let us know what you like best.
It's like Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Everyone picks Bulbasaur.
Who picks Bulbasaur?